Welcome back to Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition. Before the break, we saw the Nomads slaughter and skin the goats. The Nomads are finally on the last stage. They are required to cut a piece of the goat and roast it. They will be judged based on all the stages and finally, how they roast the meat. Traditionally, 3 stones are placed on the ground and a fire is lit. The meat is then placed to balance on the rocks and roast with the direct heat. It's now nighttime and the Nomads are still at it. They are exhausted, but they must complete the challenge. They have all managed to put up their fire and place the meat to start roasting. All they can do now is wait. Some of them opt to catch up on stories, while others are keen on watching their meat roast. After a long, tedious day, the meat is finally ready. The Nomads look quite anxious to taste the meat. Awasalo Chok, however, is the man for the job. He moves around to each team tasting their meat. He has been observing the Nomads from the beginning to the end and as they went through all the stages. Some of the Nomads can't help but dig into the taste of their meat. It is yet another elimination and 2 Nomads will go home tonight. Today's challenge was the Goat Challenge, and the Nomads will be judged based on their performance. In today's challenge, the Nomads were required to get a marked goat, slaughter, skin it, and finally roast it. Awusala Chok, who is the judge in today's challenge, took the Nomads through each and every stage. According to him, Team Sabina Anyango and Rehema Rashid were the winners in today's challenge. Despite being the last in getting their marked goat, they followed all the instructions and managed to slaughter, skin, and roast the goat according to the Turkana traditional way.
So Nomads, remember this morning I told you it's an elimination challenge. There's no doubt we are here because someone is going home tonight. A challenge like this has a reward. You all got to slaughter goats, but I'll give props to Rehema and Sabina. You are a team of ladies. You did a task which is regarded a manly task. Kudos. You also happen to be, according to Awasalo Chok, most of you loved him. According to him, he picked you as the best. As your reward, because there is a reward, you get to keep the goat, the whole goat. As for the rest of you, you'll have to hand in whatever you roasted and the remainder of the goat.
The bottom 2 of the Goat Challenge were Team Aminia Mcharo and Beatrice Njoki, and Team Damaris Nailante and Brian Chege. According to the judge, they did not follow the instructions keenly and their meat was not well done. The bottom 2 have been put on the chopping block.
So from today's challenge, Prezo and Bianca, Nalia and Brian, you are on the chopping board. Nomads, you get to save one of them. The producers will save another. Unfortunately for the 2, your time, your nomadic experience will be over. So, Prezo, Bianca, Nalia, and Brian, you're not voting. But for the rest of the Nomads, you got to save these 4. Who will it be? Pass the papers around. Remember, nomads, on those pieces of papers, you get to save one of the 4. Who will it be? You get to write now. After you're done, fold the piece of paper and pass it back to me. The first vote. Rezo, aka Marcus. Two for Prezo. Bianca. Three for Prezo. Marcus, aka Prezo. And finally, Prezo. So nomads, you have actually saved Prezo.
I'm happy that my guys have saved me. That's the good relationship that I have with them.
5 votes for Prezo, 1 for Bianca. Now I'll get a list from the producer who they're saving. Nomads, from your votes, you picked to save Prezo. The producers have decided, and their decision is Ryan and Nalia. Your nomadic experience ends tonight. Bianca, you're saved.
For a moment there, I thought I was going home. And when I heard Brian's name, I clapped because I was thinking Brian is a contestant that maybe you, the production, would have saved. So when I heard his name, I was actually happy and started clapping, only to hear that Brian and Nalia are going home. And I heard, Bianca, you've been saved by the production. I'm actually humbled, and I don't even understand what's wrong with my voice today. It's almost disappearing. I think the shock got into me.
This is Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads edition. Tune in next week to find out what the Nomads have been up to.
A little bit disappointed because, of course, I did not want to go home. But I'm grateful for this opportunity. I've learned so much. I'm greatly humbled. Some things I used to take for granted, I really appreciate them on a new level right now. I've met incredible people out here, and the whole of this experience, it was amazing for me. Yeah, but I'm a bit disappointed that I'm going home. I mean, anyone would be. I'm doing this, I'm going out, yeah. It's a G, Nasha D, the Masai Boss B, and I'm coming with fire.
Well, first of all, I'd really love to thank you all for allowing me to participate on the Ultimate Challenge. It was quite a very, big privilege. It makes sense. So, being the youngest here, I think kulikuwa uko na challenges like wewe ndio mdogo, so sometimes kuna ka tension kidogo, and hiyo ilikuwa inanimotivate sana juu nilikuwa naona probably I'll be maybe faster than them, stronger than them in a bit, maybe in a way, maybe naweza fikiria haraka kuwashinda, and maybe watanitreat kama wewe brother au mdogo. But yeah, we had a really good time here, and hakuna siku yenye mimi nishai complain, hakuna siku mtu amecomplain kunihusu, so it was quite awesome to be here.
Next week on Ultimate Challenge, the Nomads Edition.